Highly sensitive people and empaths are very prone to digestive issues, which directly correlate to our mental and emotional health. And in this video, I'd like to address 3 aspects that I think are vitally important in our gut healing that I learned from my own healing journey from a digestive autoimmune condition that I think often get overlooked but are essential for sensitive souls. Blessings. This is Brenda Carey, and I'm a holistic healer for highly sensitive souls. And my intention for this channel is to share wisdom and insights that I've learned from my own healing journeys, specifically a digestive autoimmune condition, so that you can awaken your own inner healer. And in the intro, I mentioned 3 aspects of gut healing that I think are vitally important that often get overlooked. And I know there's a lot of attention around nutrition and what to eat. I myself went through many different elimination diets. I went through many nutritional plans of anti-inflammatory foods, and those are well and good. And we do need to have a high density nutritional plan. However, I think sometimes we focus so much on the what to eat or what not to eat that we forget about the how we are eating. So, for example, myself, I was eating very high nutritional food. However, I was also checking my email while I was putting food in my mouth. So I was completely not present and really not enjoying the beautiful food that I had made. And so there was this disconnect. And so that's my encouragement for you. Pay attention to how you are eating, because oftentimes I think that can be more important than what to eat. Now, I'm not saying that gives us a free pass to eat all the junk food. However, when we are connecting with the energy of our food, we feel nourished. Not just our body, but our mind and our soul really feel nourished and safe. And if you can, sit for one meal for the day. I know oftentimes I would kind of be like eating on the run as I was going off to do the next thing. But when we can be fully present with our food, it just brings a level of connection, of healing to our whole body. And I also love to bless my food. I'll just look at my food, thank the people who were a part, whether I knew them or not, but thank the people who are a part of bringing this food onto my plate. And again, really connecting with the energy of the food. And consequently, as a benefit, as I started to connect to the energy of my food that I was going to ingest into my body, I started craving high vibrational foods, whole-based foods, and I became less interested in lower vibrational foods, so like foods with chemicals and just fillers that my body wouldn't be able to process. So that is my encouragement for you today. One meal, be present, bless your food, and create that beautiful connection to heal your body and mind. Now, the next aspect that I also think really gets overlooked, because for a very long time, because of my chronic condition of having digestive issues, as I was sitting in front of the food and blessing it, in the back of my mind, I carried this energy of worry and fear about, oh, what if this upsets my stomach? Or, what if I'm just not feeling well and I have all this tension? What am I going to do? So fear and worry came up a lot, sometimes right before I was eating or even as I was eating. And for me, as I was ruminating with worry and fear, it was almost like I could feel this knot, twisting just below my sternum in the upper part of my gut. And as my mind was getting more tense, so was that knot. It was physically just twisting. And so consequently, it's really hard to digest food when there's tension in the physical gut area. So notice what it is for you. It may not be in the upper gut. It might be lower in the belly where you feel tension. It could even be maybe more in the heart space. But pay attention to where you carry the physical tension that may be created from the mental tension. So what I do is I simply sit with the food, I bless my food, I take a few really deep breaths to open up that space in my digestive tract. And then once I feel clear and calm, then I begin eating. And if you need a little more guidance in breath techniques, especially if you're highly sensitive, I will put a video link in the description that goes into more detail. Now, this final aspect, and probably my favorite aspect to do a deep dive when it comes to digestive healing is, in my studies of being a certified Ayurvedic health coach, digestion is associated with the word Agni. And Agni loosely translates as fire. And yes, there is a digestive fire that we have that helps break down the food and assimilate the food, but there's also a philosophical fire I would love for you to consider. This fire is like, what are you fired up, passionate about in your life? Like, I love to ask my clients, like, what do you really hunger for? What do you crave to do in this lifetime that you get? And I would say, don't be surprised if it scares you a little bit. For me, when I started thinking about what I was passionate about, what I really hungered for, I knew that I wanted to make a positive impact, especially for highly sensitive souls, using my experience as a highly sensitive person and some of my trainings. And that would mean that I would have to put myself out there and make videos like this and audio meditations. And for my highly introverted nature, that was pretty intimidating and rather scary. However, I knew that that was something that I really wanted to do. I was really passionate about doing in this lifetime. So I took those steps forward. And as my digestion healed with good, high vibrational foods, and also really paying attention to how I was eating, having a regular breath practice to open up and expand that space, and really diving in to my Agni, my passionate fieriness of what I wanted to contribute in this world. And I ask that of you, and it would light me up if you feel called to share that in the comments. Like, what are you fired up and passionate to do? And as always, if this video resonates with you, please give it a like. If you know of someone that also struggles with digestive issues and you think it would benefit them, please share it with them. And as always, blessings on your healing journey.